Fingiamo un down, non castare in giro, so che mi tocca cargare.
Welcome to Skippable News. I'm Jason Brown.
I'm Jimmy T.
And if you don't know how it already works, you go down to that menu in the description below and you just skip to the parts that you want to watch. Let's tell you what's coming up so you know what you're going to watch. We got Chief Derr from the Bishop Police Department. He's going to do a Christmas message. We introduce our new Laughing Parrot Productions team member, Byron Wolter.
Wow.
CHP Officer Michener was in. Barry Simpson introduces the new community schools coordinator, Selena Johnson.
And your special teams coach, Jake Evangelist, covers the last game in 2023.
And we're introducing the new segment, which will be a part of the new Skippable News a little bit early. It's going to be Pastor Tim from Grace Lutheran, shares an inspirational message with us.
He's great.
He is. Inyo Council from the artist Jane Pays is here. We also have this week at Bishop Twin Theater. And her comment of the week. Anything you want to share?
Yes, in lieu of presents to Jason, we ask that you donate books to the elementary school vending machine. The children do good, they get a coin, they put it in there, they get a book as a reward. They love it, the parents love it, the teachers love it.
What about in lieu of presents to you?
Because I buy books and give them to them.
Okay.
And I can read.
And Isaac can't.
At a third grade level or more.
Well, let's go to Chief Derr with this Christmas message. We'll see you on the other side of the episode.
Chief's great, what a man.
Hello everyone, Chief Derr with the Bishop Police Department. Just here to wish everyone a happy holidays and Merry Christmas from the City of Bishop and the Bishop Police Department. Also to let everyone kind of be aware of some safe holiday tips. For one, speaking for my partner, Brett Russell for the Fire Chief, make sure you keep your Christmas trees, your live Christmas trees, watered every single day. As far as on the law enforcement side, just prepare yourself. Be vigilant. You lock your doors. Don't keep packages inside your vehicles. Make sure you check your porches late at night. I know all those delivery drivers are working late into the night. You're gonna have some packages come up late. Make sure you have a well-lit porch. If you have access to a doorbell camera or a camera system, please install them. Talk with your delivery drivers, see if you can put your packages behind a bush or a box or line something out. Majority of people in this area are going to be more or less victims of crimes of opportunity. So just be vigilant to protect yourself and help us all to have a safe holiday and prevent the crime from occurring. As we also know, if you get your package stolen in this area, you might not be able to get it here delivered with the delivery time. So let's try not to have that happen to any of us and put a damper on Christmas. So also coming up with the holidays and New Year's, obviously there's gonna be some celebrations and some drinks being had. Be mindful, have a sober driver, don't drink and drive. We don't need to have a tragedy during this holiday season. So not to be a downer, but so have a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
I'm Jason Brown with Skippable News, and I am here with Byron Wolters. And Byron, you are a new team member of Laughing Parrot Productions.
Yep.
But you also, I mean, you've done like a project with this, but you are leaving.
Leaving.
Yes.
Yeah, intermittently.
Yeah, but tell us about what you're going to do, whether you really want to do it or not, because I know you would rather be filming and doing commercials and stuff with us. Yeah. But it's a really cool thing. You're going to go teach in Indiana.
I have an opportunity to teach at Indiana University. It's an upgrade from my past teachings there. I'm going to be teaching advanced directing.
Okay.
Which is...
Tell the audience, advanced directing is?
The deduction of psychologically analyzing the visual language of film and applying it to perspective within your narrative filmmaking story.
Boom goes their mind.
There's the log line. But in other ways, it's just using the camera to analyze the psychology of the frame. Like every time you look at a movie, you know, there's been a lot of work that's gone behind every single frame.
Every
created,
shot,
right?
Every angle.
Yeah, and that class is about really deducting what it takes to create that image and craft that image.
Yeah, and one of your favorite things is the psychology behind the shot, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Did I
Where's the
say that right,
perspective?
or?
Yeah, that's really well put.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And you want to tell us a little bit more about that, or
Well, every
your
single
process, or?
Yeah, sure. Every single film has a perspective, right?
Right.
We're from some character's perspective. Like we'll think about Star Wars, we're from Luke's perspective. We think about, let's say Thor, we're from Thor's perspective. So
Right.
the psychology and the framing of the story is actually framed in that perspective, unless we switch perspectives, which we do a lot in film.
Yeah.
In order
Quentin
to tell the story
Tarantino
fully.
does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Pulp Fiction is from
Exactly.
what? Like 5 different perspectives.
Yeah, quite a few.
And if you look at it, the camera follows those perspectives.
Sure does. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So some of my film work, I have a teenage girl as a main character in one of my stories, and it follows her perspective. But basically that dictates exactly where the camera goes and how it moves.
Yeah. Well, let's back up. We know where you're going, and we know that you're coming back, and we're looking forward to that.
May, yeah.
But let's talk about what brought you here.
Well, what brought me, I've always loved Bishop. I've been coming here for 15 years. I filmed a lot out here. I still film a lot out here. I made a couple films while I've been here, just filming aspen trees and, my partner in the aspen trees, and just like nice little motifs of like the sounds of nature and stuff like that.
Nice.
I think it's one of the most beautiful and magnificent places in the world. The Owens Valley, Bishop, Mammoth, the Eastern Sierra overall. And living here has been wonderful. And if it weren't for this opportunity, I would, I'd be staying here and everything. But I will be back.
Yeah. And this opportunity is great because it allows you to save money, come back, and
Exactly.
where it needs to be, and we can kick things off and do it the right way.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being a part of the team.
Yeah. Very proud to be part of Laughing Parrot.
Drive safe.
Yeah. We'll do. We'll do. We don't winter too hard yet, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, we need you back. We got lots of projects starting in May.
Yep.
So thanks,
Can't wait.
Byron.
Thank you.
And have a Merry Christmas.
You too, Jason.
All right.
Yeah. You too, Jimmy T.
Yeah, behind the camera.
Behind the camera.
Bishop CHP office. I come to you today. We have 2 incidents that I'd like to go over with everybody. The first of which is going to be a traffic collision that occurred recently on 395 near Coso Junction. This is an incident that unfortunately was entirely preventable, that resulted in the loss of 2 lives. We had a vehicle that was traveling southbound on 395 that decided that they needed to turn into the Coso rest area. Failing to stop for the stop sign as it intersected with northbound 395. That vehicle made a turn directly in front of a big rig that was heading northbound, which resulted in a T-bone traffic collision and the loss of life of the 2 occupants in the passenger vehicle. This is an unfortunate incident. It's one that I don't bring to you with a light heart, but it's completely preventable, and I wanted to express to everyone, and particularly with the holiday seasons coming up, there's no reason to not be paying attention. We have our families, our loved ones, everyone else's loved ones traveling on these highways, and I just want to express to people to please pay extra attention and give a little extra care and a little more time to what you're doing, so that everyone can make it to where they need to be safely. The second that we have, we've had a lot of questions come in. We had a pursuit recently which started in Independence. We had one of our local CHP officers pick up a vehicle that was traveling northbound on 395 in excess of 100 miles an hour. The officer attempted to make a traffic stop by making a U-turn on that vehicle, activating the lights and sirens. The vehicle failed to yield and continued into Independence at approximately 110, 115 miles an hour. The officer pursued the suspect vehicle through Independence, and the vehicle continued on all the way into Big Pine at speeds ranging between 110 and 120 miles an hour. The vehicle ended up entering Big Pine at 120 miles an hour, where it lost control and subsequently crashed into the old country kitchen parking lot that they now have fenced off. After colliding there, the vehicle continued on where it ended up at School and County Street, or School Street and County Road, crashed a second time. The driver of that vehicle then exited and took Footbale eastbound into the fields northeast of Big Pine, ended up crossing the river. Several officers and allied agencies responded to the area. Officers ended up fording the river in several locations in order to apprehend the suspect, who was successfully brought into custody and transported to the Inyo County Jail after being assessed for injuries. That's really what the two incidents that I wanted to bring to folks. With things happening and the way things are going with the holidays coming up, we're seeing a rise in drugs coming through the office, unfortunately. We've had a real uptick in driving under the influence, both with alcohol and other substances in the Bishop area. We're seeing a lot more psilocybin mushrooms, so we're having a lot more mushrooms coming through the area. We're finding that everything that we're sending off to be tested, or a lot of what we're sending off to be tested, is coming back with fentanyl in it. So folks aren't understanding that they think they're purchasing one thing and they're getting something else. Everything nowadays seems to be tainted with fentanyl, and addiction's a bad thing. We all know it, even those that are addicted to the substances know it. But I want to express to folks, if you know somebody that needs help, please reach out and get them that help. Anymore, the substances that we're seeing, it can be a one and done type of thing. That always used to be the saying, but it's never been more true than now. So if you need help, or if you know somebody that needs help, please reach out, get the folks the help that they need, show them that you care. Now that we're through that, I have a couple things I'd like to go over as well that are a little on the more positive end of things. On December 16th, we have the Lone Pine Christmas Parade coming up, which again, the Bishop Area Office, CHP Office, is going to be proud to be able to participate in that. I'll be driving that vehicle down the road, so if you see my ugly mug in the car in the parade, feel free to give me a wave. I appreciate it. On the December 30th, this is one that, for me, I remember this incident occurring. My uncle retired out of the Bishop CHP office and worked with this gentleman. But we have the memorial, the 20-year memorial coming up for the loss of Officer Paul Pino, a CHP officer that worked out of the Lone Pine resident post. On December 30th, we're having that 20-year memorial for him. So for everyone in law enforcement, I would like to say thank you. It's odd coming from a fellow uniform, but I would like to say thank you to those that served before me and that those are going to serve after me. This is something that happened when I was a younger man, and it truly impacted me, and it gave me a real understanding of the sacrifices that are made by some. The memorial is going to be at the Olancha Fire Station, which is near the location that Officer Pino passed, had his last shift. I'd like to express my gratitude and my thanks and my condolences to the Pino family and everyone that knew him and they had experienced that loss that day. Aside from that, we really don't have anything else going on that I want to bring to you this week, other than to say, please be safe through the holidays, take care of each other, spend your time with your family, enjoy things, get out there and enjoy what you like to do, and share that enjoyment with those around you that you care about. Again, this is Officer Michener, the Public Information Officer with the Bishop Area California Highway Patrol. Have a great one.
Hi, this is Barry Simpson, Inyo County Superintendent of Schools with Eye on Inyo Education. And today I have with me the newest member of the Inyo County Office of Education team, our Community Schools Coordinator, Selena Johnson. Selena, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
So I was hoping today we could talk a little bit about this new project. So why don't you share what the project is?
Great. So I'm the Community Schools Coordinator, and this is a planning grant that Inyo County Office of Education has received from California Department of Education to plan for community schools in Inyo County. We're going to start with implementing a needs assessment, finding out what everyone loves about their school and what they dream for their school. Every school, every community is so unique that we're going to be working with each school and community to find out what their dream is. Every community school is different.
And why do you think that the community schools is important here in Bishop? Why are we doing this community schools initiative?
So community schools are public schools that partner with community resources to ensure the conditions that all students thrive. So really they become the hub of the community, making sure all those resources are in place to really make sure every student succeeds. And I think that's why it's so important for our schools in Inyo County.
So I know you mentioned that you're doing a needs assessment. So tell me who's involved in this project and who are you speaking with?
Yeah, you know, one of the founding pillars that's really exciting about community schools is that everyone is involved. So we are talking to students, we are talking to families, we're going to be talking to all the staff, the teachers and the supporting staff, and all the community members. So everyone is involved.
Great. And so what do you expect to see happen when this, as we get really rolling into this project?
Yeah, this is a 2-year planning grant. So like I said, we're going to be doing this needs assessment. We're going to hear what all those voices said, what the students said, what the families said, and then we're going to be looking at what to do next. And our goal is to apply for an implementation grant in February 2025 to make that dream come real.
Well, I know it's going to make a difference in each of the schools in our county, and so I'm super excited that Selena has joined the team. For those of you who don't know, Serena's been involved in the First Five Commission. She's got a lot of experience in doing these kinds of needs assessments, so we're excited to have her on the team. We know the Community Schools Initiative is going to be a big thing for all of the districts, and so with that, just want to say thank you, Selena, for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We want to wish everybody again happy holidays, and we'll see you soon.
Hello, this is Coach Jake Evangelist with your Bishop Broncos varsity football team. The year has ended for your Broncos, and we had a great season. We came up a little bit short for our CIF Finals Championship game against Wasco. Man, they had a fantastic team and a fantastic just coaching staff, and they were just, it was great competition. We unfortunately lost by one, 42-41, and but the boys played well. They played tough this entire season. We just wanted to again say thank you so much for everything that you do for Bronco football. This season has been just a historical season in a lot of ways, from the players' perspectives, from the special teams perspectives, and defense and offense, and not only just from our team standpoint, but from you. This community is amazing, and what you do for us to be able to make us enable us to go out there and play football and have support and have the community come out there. It has just been a delight to coach the students and coach our student athletes, but also just to be a part of a community that loves football. Again, we are excited about next year, next season. We have a lot of returning kids. There was a lot of young players out there. We had some freshmen and some sophomores. Had some great juniors returning. But to those seniors, we're so proud of you as a coaching staff. We want to say thank you for all that you have done and put into our program. You guys are our COVID class. You came in on when you were freshmen during COVID, and you endured, you went to practice, you went to weight room, you did all of those things. Everything that we asked, you did. And we could see the result. We came 1 point away from winning another CIF title. But if we do something great next year, it's because we're standing on your shoulders, the shoulders that you get, the foundation that you guys laid for our younger classmen. So we just want to say thank you to those seniors. You know who you are. It was a pleasure to coach all of you. But again, we're looking forward to the next season. It's going to be a great season. We've got a fantastic JV squad coming up, and we're looking forward to seeing those young 8th graders come into our freshman program and be a part of Bishop Broncos. Again, this is Coach Jake Evangelist, the special teams coordinator, and we just want to say thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Go Broncos, and we'll see you next season.
Hi, my name is Jane Pace, and I am the School Arts Coordinator at Inyo Council for the Arts. I would love to have you as a docent volunteer, a school art day volunteer, or even a community art day volunteer. Our number at the office is 760-873-8014, and you can look us up online at our website at inyo.org. My name again is Jane Pace.
Merry Christmas, Saints of the Eastern Sierra. I'm Pastor Tim from the Pastors Roundtable on Sunday mornings, and I'm also the pastor at Mammoth Lakes Lutheran Church and Grace Lutheran here in beautiful Bishop. Today I'd like to share a reading from Revelation 22, verse 13. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. I'd like you to look at this Christmas story as a never-ending story. I know birth is where most of our stories begin, but as Christians, angels appeared to raise people's sight before the ordinary. For here was one who would have a way of raising people's awareness in his parables, miraculous healings, and redemptive death for all. Many looking up to the cross didn't realize they were looking in the right direction. But there was more to behold. As Christ was raised, Mary Magdalene's sight was uplifted to look into the eyes of her living Lord. The disciples' vision was lifted on Ascension Day to the one who sits at the right hand of God the Father. And on Pentecost, the vision is endless as the Holy Spirit leads us to the church and to the end of the earth. But the story does not end here. In this wondrous vision in Revelation, we see a picture of heaven, of all believers gathered around our eternal Lord. It is a picture that one day will include us too. Before then, we have a redemptive story to tell. A story that goes further back than creation. Through all eternity, Jesus is the Alpha and Omega. He is everything we need. Eternal Lord, lift our vision and help us to tell your redemptive story to others. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm Pastor Tim from the Pastors Roundtable on Sunday mornings. If you'd like to hear more, tune in on those Sunday mornings or join us at Mammoth Lakes Lutheran and Bishop Grace Lutheran.
Hello, I'm Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing on fly fishing since 1982. We're on a little warming trend. That means there's a few insects hatching, no snow on the ground. We can drive and access almost anywhere. Speaking of spots I can access, Upper Owens River. Last year at this time, it was no driving up to the spots you had to hike in because there was that much snow on the ground. This week, I've driven to the Upper Owens. Well, how's it fishing? Guess what? It's good. Gotta work hard, but there's big fish in the river. We're seeing 16 to 22 inch rainbows and browns up there. What are they feeding on? Well, I like fishing the stoner nymph and the green gold wire prince nymph. My guide Richard, he likes fishing a variation of a gold-ribbed hare's ear and a squirmy wormy. And that's working for him. So there's a lot of flies up there that are working. You just got to cover a lot of water, work those deep holes, the deep runs, and the cut banks. And that's where you're going to find the fish. Over at Hot Creek, water looks great. Down in the canyon, my favorite area to fish, it's a little more gradient. The fish aren't quite as hard to catch, even though they're still picky on what they're taking. And what are they feeding on? They're feeding on midges and mayfly nymphs. So I'm using the beadhead flashback pheasant tail, hotspot pheasant tail, olive quildagon, and then tiger midges and zebra midges. Down the hill, Lower Owens River, still out at 450-ish CFS, but with no snow on the ground, we might get lucky and see it drop first of the year down under 300. As soon as it drops, you know I'm gonna run out there and go fish. And if it does drop and we get to fish it, I'm gonna fish with midges and mayfly imitations. Okay, over to Bishop Creek Canal. What are we fishing in there? Well, same old, same old. We're fishing pheasant tail nymphs, we're fishing the hotspot pheasant tail, we're fishing the olive quildagon, tiger midges, and zebra midges, and we're catching little brown trout from 8 to 12 inches. Well, with no snow on the ground and the opportunity to go check other things out, I'm looking at a few of the other spots, little creeks in the foothills like Pine Creek. It's producing. We had a great day fishing midge dry flies. Anytime I get to fish a dry fly in the month of December, that's a great day. Well, this has been Fred Rowe from Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I can be found on Instagram, Facebook, or at Mahogany Smoked Meats from the 9 to 11 on Tuesdays, or on lpptv.us.
Had one nay, all the rest were yay. Here is your butt hurt comment of the week. I love this one. Butt hurt about these damn climbers ruining everything. Just kidding, but this one was worth sharing. If you don't see it, it's got the climbing molds going up to the urinal. And then I have a second one this week just because I find it to be super hilarious. Corey, a top contributor, says, all right, you butt hurt people, let's settle this. Which is better? And you better not say Domino's. He's got Upper Crust Pizza Factory, Frozen Pizza, and Domino's. They missed Flo's. They should have, oh no, it's got C all 16, so there's gotta be more in there. But what's hilarious is James Trules, owner of Butthurt Owens Valley, post, I'll be butthurt if you don't order pizza tonight. Come on, fam, keep me busy. As he's working at Domino's. Hilarious.
But wait, if you have a differing opinion, go to the website and put your opinion.
Owens Valley.
You can change the ratings because the Minion voting system is our go-to voting system, and they can help us and help you.
Sure, yeah. Tomorrow just for fun. But anyway, on the way out, here's what's showing at the Bishop Twin Theater, the
historic
Bishop Twin Theater. Thanks, I'm Jason Brown.
I'm Jimmy T.
And this has been Skippable News.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all. My name is Willy Wonka. You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker.
The best chocolate in the world.
Napoleon is the #1 movie in the world.
Will you join me?
It's an awe-inspiring achievement that stops your breath with pure spectacle. Napoleon, rated R, now playing.
Good morning, everyone. Stop it. You do this to me every time. Just stop it.
You invited me.
No, he invited you.
I can't. I just can't work under these conditions. This is rough.
When was the last time you actually worked?
About 3 minutes ago.